Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, let's continue with our 2026 predictions for each royal family member. And Andrew, even though I know he's not Prince Andrew, or he still is a family member. Sorry, can't erase that. Just like how I did Harry and Meghan. Say what you want. I so funny. So I do 4 videos. King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince of Wales, Princess of Wales, and then I do Harry and Meghan. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing Harry and Meghan. They were 1/3 of like, what am I supposed to do? Honestly, I don't understand some people. Anyways, so I'm doing Andrew because he is a member of the family and no title will ever erase that. So let's do Andrew. Andrew's year ahead. Andrew's year ahead. Let's find out because we do have some dire predictions for him. Let's see what happens. Oh, the anchor. Oh, there's the stress he is. He's under a lot of mental stress right now. Secrets. Oh, a bouquet. Change. Well, yeah, all this change is very stressful for him. The garden. Decisions. New beginnings for him. Very stressful. All these changes and new beginnings are very stressful for him. I think that's his new home. He's gonna like his new home. Mountains. Whip. Message. Oh, look at that. The heart. I'll make sure those are all in there. He has a big obstacle to come over this year. Huge, actually. Very stressful situation going on right now. And it's all to do with his changes that are going on in his life. A brand new life that he has with no titles as a commoner. He actually does have a big decision to make here about where he's going to put his anchor down. Also how public he is. He has a huge, huge decision to make. I think he's going to be happy where he ends up. We do have the book here, so we are not privy to his decision, but we will find out eventually. We are going to find out this man is stressed to the max, and he finds no way to get over the mountain, over this burden, and this weighs heavy on him. The mountain's on top, so it's weighing heavy on him and creating a lot of stress for him. A lot. We may hear some kind of news about that. I'm not sure he has decided which house he's taking. He may have a choice of 2. His new house will have a nicer garden than his older house. He has a real double-edged sword here. He's going to be there. It's the gift of his new home is like a reminder of what he's lost. We might not understand his house and his living conditions for until later in the year. So whether he's staying in Royal Lodge for a while yet, or perhaps he chooses a house but it needs some renovations, or he moves there and he just wants to be quiet. It will be on Sandringham, which is private property. Perhaps we aren't privy to which house he chooses. I'm not sure if he does have a choice. we do end the year with some news about him, about his struggles. He definitely has some obstacle struggles. He's got like the three most challenging cards. I definitely will be making a decision by June. Might not be moving till this summer. By August, perhaps. One of the girls might be pregnant next year. He might, because, right, there's the stork and the child. And that might be one of the things that brings him some joy is a new grandchild. You might hear of a new royal baby. Oh yeah, there's the 9th month. Yeah, there's the baby comes. I think we're gonna hear. Well, I'll do Sarah's next, and we'll see if she also has a new child coming in her life. All right, let's do a little bit deeper here. This year's his theme is going to be stability, whether it's his home, mental health, how he interacts with the real world. I think he might be making a choice to kind of be a hermit almost. Whatever decision he makes in the first half of the year, it will be long term. But he's got a lot of burdens and obstacles weighing heavy on his mind. We might hear of them. Andrew, Mountbatten-Windsor, 2026. Unexpected income. Well, his brothers told me gets an allowance, and so he'll be getting that for a long time. Journey, pathway. Oh, sudden wealth on top of the bouquet. Oh, I wonder if he's in Charles' inheritance. Oh, two child. Yeah, they're both girls might be pregnant next year. Definitely, there's going to be at least one new baby next year. Look at that imprisonment on the garden, and if you follow the other channel, JD Vance had this exact situation as well. Living in glass house. Ooh, his health. Mature man. Occupation. Message. Courtship. And despair. This man is gift. Interesting. He's got gift twice. I'm going to tell you something. I think he may be coming into an inheritance next year. Definitely one, if not both girls, are going to make him a grandfather again. You know, he may choose to go with Sarah somewhere and to to a mountainous area like Switzerland, right? He may choose to do that as private citizens. I think he's going to live in a glass house for a while. If he is staying in Royal Lodge, I think it'll be like a prison to him. Like no matter where he goes, he can't even ride his horse, and he gets his picture taken. And I think he's going to run into some kind of stressful health problem. He definitely has some kind of big money bump now. So you think about it, just moving from Royal Lodge, if he does move this summer, you know, that he doesn't have that monkey on his back anymore to spend the expenses for the upkeep. Well, that's kind of a sudden wealth for him. Now, the allowance that he gets from Charles is purely his money. He's living in a home provided for him, and now he has this allowance that he has never had before. So I'm thinking this summer is when we'll see the transition. Wondering what kind of work or occupation here that will come of this for him, or how he occupies his time. I think he's going to live in that home for at least 2 years. Maybe a home-based business. I don't know. Or maybe just being in the home, that's part of the deal, is you have to live in that home to get that allowance. And that's where this occupation is coming from. And it looks like he gets it for at least 2 years. I'm wondering if that's the deal after Charles passes away, that William has to continue paying that for 2 years. I think we're going to hear more about him and Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not going to lie. This courtship on the whip here, that would be people that he hangs around with causing him problems. And this is the despair that we hear. I think this man is in a deep depression, even though he has all these gifts. He's living in a glass house. Everybody's watching his every move, even though he's back to a common. He might go on a train, like he might go on a bit of a journey here, and maybe go do some mental health work or rehab or sanatoriums, we used to call them, remember? And you go and they'd look after you, and you'd relax and sit in the fresh air, and health spa, I guess they call them now. Interesting, in February, this would be his brother. This would be his older brother. Well, yeah, it does kind of match up, doesn't it? So January, yeah, he might go on a trip in January, where he might journey around mental illness. Maybe he discovers some things about mental illness that he did not know before. February, I think February will be all about his brother. I think so. Because he's the child to his brother. He's the younger brother, right? So I think there'll be something about Charles. March, that's when I think we might hear one of the girls is pregnant. Might hear that in March. April. I think this imprisonment too is him being left out of things. That he's like a prisoner in his own home, or this is also the confinements of being a commoner. He discovers he doesn't get to ride in the carriage anymore. He has to take a taxi, that kind of thing. I think he's going to realize what has been taken away from him. Just like when you're in prison, things are taken away from you, like your freedom. I think he's going to realize that by April. I think he may still be in a bit of la la land around what has actually happened. April, May. May is actually going to be a really good year or month for him. Unexpected income and the anchor. So it's money that he can count on. Like, does he get some kind of pension plan? Right? I think he turned 65 in February. Maybe then considered an old man in February. Wonder if he gets some kind of pension plan. Or something bumps his income up. June, I think we'll hear something about his health in June. I think he has to make a real decision. And to me, these cards would be like, if you're a smoker, you have to make a decision to quit smoking or continue smoking. You're going to have bad health from it. Or if you're a drinker, you have to make a decision. Are you quitting drinking or you're going to mess up your health? He has a real decision to make with that. And he is a tiny bit overweight. So who knows? Maybe he has like high cholesterol or heart problems. And the doctor says, listen, you need to lose weight, or you need to go on some kind of medication for this depression or something. And somehow it'll be his decision what he's going to do. Also, there's another decision. I don't know if I want to say that out loud. Um, Sudden wealth and the bouquet here for July. For July. His fortunes are definitely going to turn around in July. Again, is this because he moves and now he has that allowance from his brother? The allowance that ended when his mother died and now that's reinstated. So it's going to feel like the jackpot because it's money he didn't have before. And here's August and where he makes money where he lives. So is that part of the deal? Well, I'll give you an allowance, but you have to move. Or does he come up with some kind of job opportunity or making money off of real estate or something? Or just is this just occupying his new home? So in August, does he just occupy his new home? September, we are not allowed to know what goes on in September. I think he's going to be living in that home for at least 2 years. At least 2 years. And who knows what changes after that. Right? Maybe other homes become available. I think like High Grove that William will be owning by then, perhaps he wants them out of the area and or whatever and scoots them away so that William and Catherine can enjoy Sandringham. Who knows? October, um, I think we're going to start to see more news about his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein and the reason I'm saying that is because it's news we already know, but it rears its ugly head again. It's this burden he just simply cannot shake. And we see that in November as well. People who he has hung around with, and look at this is an 11, and November is the 11th month. So this will be a very important month. Something will come out about who he has managed to hang around with, what that has done to his reputation, and revelations come, and it just sends him into despair. Absolutely sends him into despair. Where we hear news that really upsets him. Yeah, I think Williams, if that article is true, that Williams concerned about his mental health, I think these cards are telling me yes, it is something to be considered. The people who love him really love him. He has no worries about that. This gift, I don't know. Is this the gift of having a home, of having an allowance, of, it's interesting, you lost all your titles, so what would be a gift from all of that? Maybe he'll discover as the year goes on, it's kind of a gift to be a commoner. Or he does get like some grace and favors and, somebody does reach out to him or something is discovered that something it was denying is true. And so that's a gift to him. Somebody is like, oh, look, I found this recording or I found this email or I found this letter or something. So it's almost a gift to him to relieve him of some of that pressure. All right. Alrighty then. He can expect actually financially to have a better year. So whether that is in it, he gets some of the inheritance is released. It could even be like an inheritance from his mother, and they all got inheritances just because we haven't heard about it. Remember, the will is private, and Queen Elizabeth did have her own private money. Um, and so perhaps some of it's released to him. Maybe, I don't know who the trustee is of that will. We will never know for 99 years or whatever it is. But perhaps they release some money to him. And that could be the gift as well. Or it could be his brother's will. There's something there. He gets a big bump in money. But yeah, watch for one of the girls to be pregnant. Maybe that's what the heart is, that he, that fills his heart, the children in his life. And this card could be telling us, he learns that he's going to be a grandpa again, but we don't hear about it till March. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to do Sarah's next. Let's see if it matches up. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.